you weren't able to debate Jordan Peterson, right?
Shall I tell you that story? Let me tell you the story with your camera.
Okay.
I get a call from a group of students at Boise State University in Boise, Idaho. They're having a day devoted to the work of Jordan Peterson, which is of great interest, they say, to students and faculty at Boise State.
Okay.
That's what they tell me. And they want, as part of it, for there to be a debate in which someone who, a debate, because he said things, they quoted to me, about Marxism, that, one of which was, the one that stuck in my mind, no Marxist dares to debate him. I laughed and I said, I will. They knew that somehow, and they laughed too. And they said, well, we'll bring you out here, we're bringing him, because it's a day devoted to his work, so it's flattering to him, they're bringing him. Would I come out and debate? Yes. So we talked a little bit, and the dates were fixed and so forth. And they were in touch with him to work it out. So I have to admit, I didn't know who that was. I mean, when he said, no Marxist debate, and it was clever for them to say, I said, well, okay, I'll do it. That was good bait for me.
Sure.
So then I looked him up and I learned a little bit about him, on Google. About 5 or 6 weeks later, I mean, it was into the future, it was months away. 5 or 6 weeks later, the same people called me back and said, awkwardly, he's pulled out. I said, what are you talking about? I thought we had all disagreed. Yes, we had it all agreed. He's pulled out. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, he raised the fee. And we can't, it's a public school. Boise State is not a private public school. And they can't pay, yes, I think 50 grand or something, some enormous amount of money. So, but they were very pissed because they saw, I mean, I'm interpreting, but they saw his financing issues. And I don't know if any of this is true, just what I was told. They saw that as a way for him to escape the thing. In any case, bottom line, he didn't come. He refused to participate, even though it was all about his work. Mm-hmm. And they said to me, would you come out here without the debate and just talk about his work and how Marxism differs from his characterization of it? Yes, I said. So I went out there to Boise, by myself. There were other people. I wasn't the only invited guest. There were others from around the country who came and taught. It was a day of workshops and talks about Jordan Peterson's work mostly. And I gave a talk. And I mentioned him a little bit at the beginning. I was critical mostly because for him, he said, I mean, once I looked at him, he said horrible things. What was it? How could anyone be a Marxist because of Stalin? And then he said Stalin killed, and he gave numbers. 10 million people, I think it was, some huge number of people he killed. Or by implication, Marxism killed, because for him, Marxism and Stalin killing were more or less the same. So I criticized that. I explained to him, in case he needed it, that Marxism is a bigger, older thing than Mr. Stalin. I tried to remind him that history is full of killings done in the name of things that we don't condemn for that. And I tried to give him examples that would make him twitch. So I gave examples like, Christianity. I reminded him of the Spanish Inquisition, which killed large numbers of people. I reminded him of wars in the medieval time in which Christian princes killed each other. Catholics to Catholics, Catholics to Protestants, the whole Reformation, the 100 Years' War, the 30 Years' War. Those were long, a lot of people died.
Right.
And one side was carrying the cross, and the other side was carrying the cross, and each side believed that God was on their side as they slaughtered each other. So if you want to tell me that killing large numbers of people in the name, say, of Christianity means you shouldn't be a Christian. I mean, I know I'm playing with him. Okay, but that's a strange argument, and my guess is no one in this room would buy it. Nobody in that room did. I mean, in the Boise State. You know, it's a strange argument. And then I played a little more, but it's playing because I don't take this stuff seriously. This only works in a society like the United States, where you've had this sort of 50-year taboo in which you demonize this and you find horrible things and you associate the horrible things with this kind of stuff. I'm reminded that in the 20th century had two things that it called world wars, in which way more people were killed than Stalin ever managed. Those were wars among capitalist countries, fighting over colonies, fighting over trade. Am I supposed to say, well, see, capitalism kills? I mean, by his logic, this is as good an argument as he has. So what? If we're going to count the dead, I think you're in trouble. I think it's a crazy metric, but you brought it up, so I went after him that way. He had problems with it. He produced a couple of videos in which he went after me, but he wouldn't debate. He wouldn't.
Why won't he? Have you tried to contact him to see if he'll meet with you?
No. To repeat this, I don't find these things edifying. I'm not, I don't find debates mostly very, very. I know people like them, and I respect that people do. But I find what you end up doing is you're scoring points. You're not making an argument. Often you don't even have the time to make an argument because people are at each other. So